Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Leopard King Michael. This is legit fantasy football brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is December 1st, 2024. 12-1-2-4. That's easy for us math geeks. There's a 12, there's a 1 on the other side, there's a 2 and 24. So today's date is basically what? 12 and 1. And then 2 and 24. Makes sense to me. Joining us always, Brother Ray. What's up, Ray?
December 1st. We've made it.
Right? I like the Christmas season, man.
Yeah. And you know what I really know? It's interesting too. Like, I just don't have any pressure on me anymore because my team is out of the playoffs, just kind of like your team is. So, really no pressure like anymore. Just kind of watching the games.
There's pressure.
Matchups.
No, there's actually, in my situation, by the way, look really quick. This pressure, right? This pressure. We have to lose games now. Like, I have to make sure we lose games. Like, the Giants are tanking in a way that to me is so obvious and awful and disgusting and a stain on football, right? That Shane and Dave will have to be gone. I've been saying that for a while though now. No one wants to listen to me. But bring back Bill, please. Let's get some Giants football back in the building. Put the old Giants on the helmet. Let's get it rocking. What do you say, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, that Thanksgiving, I can't even put into words just the product, as a fan, as a Dolphins fan, I had to sit there and watch that game, just bad football, bad teams, bad GMs, bad coaches.
I think the GM's part is the worst. When you look at the team and you see bad decisions, you know what I mean? Speaking of good decisions, Captain Picard. What's up, Sean?
What's up, everybody?
Go on, Sean.
Good football morning.
That's
all messed up.
So we're gonna start off with the 1 o'clocks today. Before we do, though, I'm trying this out. We're starting off. This is presented by Aldi's. Let's see, Aldi's. Oh, come on, it's real food.
Ooh, I love Aldi.
I know, me too. That's what I'm always saying to people. Oh, come on, it's real food. All right, let's begin, guys. By the way, these games, some of them I love. Some of them I'm just a little weird on. All right, Ray, this is an exciting game. The Tennessee Titans travel to Washington to play the Commies at home. Commies are favored by 6. The over-under is 44.5. Now, Ray, really quickly, my NFC East abilities has been on the look the last couple of weeks. I've been just nailing them, right? I get them right. I know the NFC East. Now, there goes a pen. What do you think of this game, Ray?
I'm kind of getting on the Tennessee bandwagon a little bit here. I'll be honest, guys. I think Will Levis is starting to spread his wings. Washington. Daniels. I think we looked a little bit better last week. I think with the rib injury in the rearview mirror, he's starting to run more now. That can make them more dangerous. Normally, I would go with Washington here, but I'm going to take Tennessee in the 6 in Washington, and I'm going to go with the over. I think it's going to be a shootout.
God damn it, I hate when I lose a magic marker because by the time I find it, Sean, it's not going to work. Sean, who do you like in this game?
Well, here's the thing. 5.5. There's been 2 specialists this year at 5.5, especially. It's been Tennessee and it's been Cleveland. Yeah, and let me tell you, today, it's going to be Tennessee all the way. By the way, how in the world is Tennessee the Titans, not TNT, by the way? TNT. Dynamite. TNT. All right. So, yeah, that's where I'm going is Tennessee today.
All right. So Ray, see this scares me right off the jump because here I am thinking, we're going to have a lot of disagreements today. As the NFC East whisper, Jaden Daniels has hit a bit of a wall, and there's enough tape on him, like I said earlier in the season, to where he's slowing down. It just happens all the time. I was there when RG3 was good. What I'm saying is Tennessee is not 6 points worse than the Commies right now. I like Tennessee in this game. I mean, I really do. I like them in the game. Like 3-point win by Tennessee or all the commies, either way I see it. So if it's going to be -6, I got to go and take the Titans +6. All right. Well, there you go. Moving on to the second one. Sean, it will be it's 11-11. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Who do you like, the Chargers or Falcons? It's actually a pick right now.
Yes. Well, I had as +1 last night, but it doesn't matter because Dobbins isn't playing, and Dobbins, I think, would make a 2-point difference. So Atlanta, I think, believe it or not, actually is going to have one of their rare appearances, like a groundhog, offensive appearances, and they're going to do okay. So I think Atlanta takes it in this game.
All right, Ray. Can I say this to you about this game? So here's my issue. They were a 4-point favorite. The Chargers. I want to say when recently, like within a day. Not even. I think they were today. Earlier this morning. The Chargers -4. They're now a pick, right? That's an incredible swing that we're seeing in point spread. So why, Ray, does it go from 4 to a pick?
I think it comes down to Dobbins. They just put him on IR, and once you did that, I mean, he's had a good season so far, and they probably don't think Gus Edwards is close to him. I kind of disagree, though. I think Gus Edwards and even Vidal Kamani, I think, will fill in that offense. But it is interesting. It went down to 1. I mean, it's almost an even game.
No, it's a pick. It's a pick on bet on the site I'm on right now.
And I got -1, but yeah, I mean,
this morning it was 4. That's 4 points in the last couple of hours. I'm not joking. So, all right, I still go with the Chargers. They're trying to scare me away from going with the Chargers. Basically, they're making me try to think that everybody's betting the other team because they lost Dobbins. Well, it's still I still think the Chargers are a better team than Atlanta. So if it's a pick, I gotta go with the Chargers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like teams coming off buys. Atlanta coming off a bye. Yeah, the Chargers coming off a short week. With the injury. I like Atlanta. At home, bounce back, coming off a bye. So I'll take the even game. It's a home team. Drake London is going to play. I think that's another reason why the spread may have gone down. Mooney's going to play. So they're 100%. I'm going to go with the Dirty Birds here. Getting the 1 point at home on my book here.
Mooney. All right, you guys both went with Atlanta. I stayed with the Chargers. I'm telling you, I don't. Okay, Sean, I'll just start with this one. Pittsburgh is going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati is favored by 3. The over-under is 46. So they're basically telling us that they're an even. If they played in the Super Bowl, it'd be even, basically. What do you think of this game, Sean?
Well, it's like this is clearly my push of the week, and I don't see how Pittsburgh isn't a favorite here, just because Cincinnati, as we all know, plays up to their level of their opponent. However, Pittsburgh is getting 3. They're the underdog. The underdog.
Yeah. See, you know what? I tell you what, man, this is exactly what the pick that I'm making, and exactly why I'm worried about it. Because I'm going, so wait a minute, Pittsburgh getting 3? I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I mean, that makes me really like Pittsburgh in this game. So it's like, well, what are they trying to do to us? So you like Pittsburgh?
Cincinnati's offense is different with T. Higgins when he's clicking. I get that. And I understand they're all healthy this week, and defensive line's been doing better for Cincinnati. But it's like, come on, Pittsburgh, baby. Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what it is.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Ray, who do you like in that game?
I think this is always a close matchup, these two teams. I like Cincinnati here. I like Cincinnati at home. Again, another team coming off a bye, 100% healthy. Pittsburgh, tough loss. I don't know. I like Cincinnati at home. I think the offense gets it going. Chase Brown has quietly been one of the best running backs in the league. very efficient, catching the ball. Pittsburgh's a great team, though. I mean, this is a tough one. And I think normally Pittsburgh should be favored, but Cincinnati always shows up against the Steelers. I'm gonna give the 3 at home, and I'm gonna definitely go with the over. I think this is gonna be a shootout as well.
I'm with you on the over. I guess why me and Sean going with the Steelers is sort of the same reason that you're kind of going with the Bengals. You like teams coming off a bye week. I like teams that are well coached coming off a loss. You know what I mean? Like the Steelers are a very well coached team, and they're the type of team that coming off a loss will play up, hopefully. That's my reasoning for why I like the Steelers in this game. Let's go to the next one. This is our local game, and oh my God. Hide the women and children. What a game this will be. Sean, the Indianapolis Colts travel to New England to play the Patriots. The Colts are favored by 2.5. I get asked this question. I live in New England, as you guys do. You are a New England Patriots fan. Do real Patriots fans notice the team getting better and actually starting to see pieces that they may be able to use moving forward? Or do you think most Patriot fans are still wearing pink hats and they just keep wondering why Tom's not playing?
Unfortunately, I'm going to go with the latter. A lot of them are still saying, we need Mike Vrabel. Do you know where Mike Vrabel is the defensive coach for right now? I believe he's in Jacksonville.
Oof.
And that woeful franchise. So, yeah. So, New England right now, they have a lot of pieces in place that people don't recognize. Defensively, we have a lot of people that are out there. When they come back next year, defense is going to be definitely solid. Going to be, I would say, top 50. Then you got offensive line needs to be fixed, of course. Got to recall, but you're going to get Strange back. You're going to get our center back. So we're going to be in better shape, not great shape, but better shape. So there's a lot of things to build off of. You're looking at receiver in line, and all of a sudden in 2 years, you're looking at possibly a playoff team. So I don't know if people see it as better, but they should.
What do you think about the game today, then?
It's going to be horrid. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're getting a major Patriots fans might not see this, but with Downs not playing, we're actually getting a big favor there. But yeah, still, I think it's going to be Drake May's best game to date. But I think the Patriots end up losing by a field goal. The reason I say Drake May's best is just because that Indianapolis defensive backfield makes anybody look like they'll make Bernie Kosar look like Tom Brady. So, yeah.
I don't like you slaying Bernie Kosar like that. But that's okay. Ray was a big fan. Ray grew up with Bernie. Ray used to babysit Bernie Kosar when Bernie was young.
My mom's half Bernie Kosar.
Both rocking the afro. Both rocking the afro at the time. Me and Bernie.
Yeah, you and Bernie had afro. Ray, wait a minute. So, Sean, who do you like in the game?
I actually like Indy. I think they're going to win by a field goal.
All right. Ray, to you?
I like the Patriots in this game. I really like what Mayo's doing. I like Mayo as a coach. It's weird for me to say that about a Patriots coach, but I think he's doing a great job. He's got this team. You know, they don't have a lot of talent. Let's be honest. They don't have a lot of talent, especially at the wide receiver position, but they're making it work. And this Drake May's going to be something. This kid is going to be, I think he's going to be special. Has the legs. He's got everything you want in a quarterback. He's got that aw shucks attitude. Kind of reminds me of Andrew Luck a little bit in that regard. But the Colts aren't that good. I think Taylor's going to have a big day. He could probably run for 200 if he wants to. But Richardson, I'm still not sold on Richardson. I'm sorry. I think the Patriots will set some traps for him today. I like them at home. They're getting 2.5. Sign me up. I'm taking the Patriots with the 2.5 and going with the over.
See, the reason I like the Pats is because I think the two quarterbacks are starting to show like their long-term value. And Drake May seems like somebody that's going to be there for a while, and Anthony Richardson doesn't. He looks like he's going to get hit, get knocked out, something's going to happen. And I'm not a huge fan of him yet, even as a quarterback making decisions. Now, there's a prop that I saw, a prop bet where it was Jonathan Taylor over 60 yards, Ramondre Stevenson over 45, and Richardson over 24. I'm like, yeah, that's a good prop.
Yeah.
Bet it.
They're all going to run. Like, that's going to be just a bunch of running, you know?
Yeah.
But
well, if you play daily, if I could for 1 second, Mike, if you play daily fantasy, I'm going to let you know. Here's how you win this week. The wide receivers and tight ends for the Patriots all have ridiculously low numbers. You can basically take the over on all of them. You're looking at 30 yards or less on everyone except for Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is the only one I think who's close to 50 yards on daily props. If you go to Prize Picks or DraftKings or anything like that, make your money, people. Make your money.
So I got to go with New England. Let's go on to the next game. Hey, by the way, Daniel Jones is a Viking. What do you think of that?
Wow.
Yeah, we're not signing Saquon. We're not going to have a $10 million back behind a $40 million quarterback, and then you cut the quarterback. How they don't lose their jobs? I swear to Christ, I don't know how it's like. They have to lose their jobs. Like anybody else at any other job, period. Whatever you scrape windows. If you did it that badly, that poor decisions, idiots. All right. Houston Texans travel to a team that I hope wins some games, baby. Win some games, Jacksonville. Come on, baby. You got to get out of the basement. We need that number 1 pick. Get out of there. So the Texans are favored by 3.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a game that I really would never sit down and watch ever, but I have to because I want the Jaguars to win. Ray, who do you like in the game?
I'll tell you what. I like Jacksonville this week. You got Trevor Lawrence coming back. They've been pretty balanced, the Russian attack. I kind of like them in this game. Houston, I mean, I'm not convinced. Their defense plays well in spurts. They get some pressure, but I like Jacksonville. I like Trevor Lawrence coming back. They're at home. They're getting over 3. I think the 3.5 is a big one there. That half point means to me everything. I'm taking Jacksonville in this game. I'm going to go with the under, but I'm not like Stroud does not look good this year. They're not the same. Even with Nico back, they're just not the same right now. They are running the ball, but I think Jacksonville will do a good job against the rush today. I'm going to take Jacksonville with the points.
Yeah, if they're going to win a game, it would be this week for the Jaguars. If you're the Jaguars and you're thinking, can we win another game this season? This is one of the games we go, we could be in it. You know what I mean? But Sean, who do you like?
Well, it's funny Ray brings that up. It's funny we were talking about the Patriots offensive line because that's the problem with Houston. Houston's one of those really good teams that has a shit offensive line.
Forever.
Because you look at, you look at the teams, the best teams in the league, the NFC North teams, for example, all have good offensive lines. Then you get over to where we are in the NFC East, in the AFC East, and all of a sudden you're looking at shit offensive lines. And you can see the difference record-wise. With that being said, Houston is an anomaly, which tells you about their talent. Jacksonville sucks, by the way. So
they're not good. They're 2-9, or whatever it is. So they're not good. Yeah.
And they're getting Lawrence back, but I think Vegas knows something. And I feel like I should be betting Jacksonville, but I'm not going to bet Jacksonville. I am going with Houston, tried and true. I just got back from Houston, so I'm sticking with Houston.
All right. Sean goes with Houston. We've been splitting up pretty much every pick but one. I have to go with, I mean, I know I'm rooting for him, but I still got to go with Jacksonville. And the only reason why is Jacksonville is the kind of organization that would win a game right now and screw themselves out of the first pick. Like they're a bumbling organization. So I can see them playing guys they shouldn't be playing, like having Trevor like dive for fucking plays when he shouldn't. And then, whoops, lo and behold, someone gets hurt, but they win this game. Now they've dropped down like the fifth pick. So yeah, no, I think this is the week they win. Like this is I'm not even going by the spread on this game. I'm wiping it off. I think Jacksonville wins this game. This is the one game they win for the rest of the year. That's just my let's call it odd thoughts on that. But I think that's just how it falls into the whole Synchronicity of the NFL. All right, here's a horrible looking game as far as colors are concerned. Cardinals versus Vikings. Ray, I'm going to go back to you. The Vikings are favored by 3.5 at home. They have Daniel Jones, I think, on the bench. I don't know. He might be there. He may be ready. What if Danny came in and played like a slot receiver who threw the ball? What if all of a sudden they find the role for Daniel Jones and he just becomes like a Hall of Famer? God, I want to cry. Ray, who do you like in this game?
Let me just say, out of all the teams and all the coaches that Daniel Jones could go to, this is the best team and the best coach. Look at Sam Darnold right now. Again,
I know.
Former bust, top 10 pick, has done nothing, and all of his stops, the Jets, San Francisco. Look what he's doing in Minnesota. I believe
he'll beat out Darnold for that.
I believe Daniel Jones could resurrect his career under this guy, under his tutelage, and in this offense. This offense is tailor-made for quarterbacks like Daniel Jones, athletic, strong arm. So it's going to be interesting. As far as the game, I mean, I'm on the Arizona bandwagon. I mean, I know they had some. I'm taking the points today. That 3.5 means a lot to me. I'm taking Arizona today.
So, Sean, I'm going to go second on this one. I hate to make it sound like I'm just agreeing with Ray, but the only reason I like Arizona in this game is that they're rolling. Like Arizona has those spurts where they roll. They have to get going, and you can see it. Like they're winning in different ways to have another guy step up. It's just one of those things that's happening. But I do like the Vikings. I think I overlook the Vikings every single week. Like I'm always sleeping on the Vikings. But with that said, still, I like the Cardinals. What do you like, Sean?
All right. I'm going to agree with you guys and yet disagree with you. I think Daniel Jones, only times that happen, ladies and gentlemen. The Daniel Jones, I think, is one of the sneaky great signings in the last couple of years. I think he's going to be a huge quarterback. Could be huge for the Vikings. And could be just this week, though.
Listen.
And with this week only, you got Darnold actually going to show up. And because of that, the Vikings are going to show up and show out. So I'm going to stay with the Vikings. I've been a Vikings drummer boy all week, and I'm going to stay that way. Drum.
So I got to go with the Cardinals. Well, let me explain to you why that is such a great signing for the Vikings. The Vikings are paying him they have to pay him roughly 300 some odd thousand for the year to sign him at the minimum, right? If he leaves the Vikings in free agency, they get the compensatory pick.
Yep.
Do you realize what a great signing that is for the Vikings? He's a former first rounder that if he goes to free agency, you're going to get an extra pick. And that's usually high for a first rounder.
Yeah.
That's in his contract. Do you realize that? I'm watching this Giants podcast. They're talking about how much he gets paid by the other team this year. It's only going to be $300,000. And the fact that they, instead of us letting him go to free agency and getting that compensatory pick, now it goes to the team that signs him, and then he leaves for free agency. And he still counts as a first-round player.
And you can't have enough quarterback talent. I mean, they got McCarthy, a number 1 pick on the bench, coming back next year. They're going to be flush with 3 guys competing for that top spot. You can't have enough quarterback talent.
But either you sign him or get the pick. Like, come on, either way, it's a win-win. What are you going to lose? You make a run for it this year with him as your backup. Like, no one has a backup that good. So let's see what happens. Like, the Giants are just a horrible, horrible, horrible organization. I hate watching them. Like, I'm smarter than they are. They should just listen to me and shut up for a while. Like, they keep doing it wrong. If they get another cornerback that, like, shoots a gun or does something, like, ridiculously above the law, I really want to figure out how we keep picking left tackles and cornerbacks that lose their minds once they enter the NFL. I mean, I can go right down the list of guys. You know them all. Cornerbacks or left tackles, the Giants draft that just. Anywho.
Well, there's this. Wait a second. There's this kid Yosemite Sam out of Texas Tech that looks great.
Yeah.
Real slinger.
This pod is brought to you by Temu. We will harass you. Our stuff breaks. Tough shit. It's Temu. All right.
Yeah.
We're going with the cards. I am. And we split, correct? So the only one we get together is the first one, the first game, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So far.
All right, here we go. Sean, the Seattle Seahawks travel to the New York junkyard. They should be called the New York junkyard from now on, right? The Jets. It just is. Like if you want, it's like if you want to ruin someone's career, send them to the Jets.
Yes.
That's how I feel, right? They got it right now as the Jets -1. It was a pick earlier. It's been back and forth. But Sean, who do you like?
Well, I feel like this game's going to be one of those moments where it's going to be the sunshine and you hear one shining moment, and Aaron Rodgers comes out there, and then all of a sudden he throws something out, like his arm or his whatever quad tear.
His man bun
and keeps him out
in the eye.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Hey, you ever see the bear? Ever see the bear get whacked in the nuts? The video of the bear getting whacked in the nuts?
Oh, the one that's twirling the bone and hits himself.
Well, he's grabbing something and it's got like a wire to it. And he's shaking the thing, and then the wire snaps and comes on and goes right between his legs. Right? And you just see the bear. I'll show you the video later. You see the bear react, and then he takes 2 steps, and his back feet go as wide as they can. And he's like, oh, you can see him going like, oh, into the snow. It's fucking hilarious. Poor bear got a shot to the nuts. All right. Sorry, Sean, you're saying?
No. So because of that, Seattle is like a decent team. They're playing for a division. I don't get how they could lose this game. So I'm hoping, it should be pretty straightforward. Seattle.
See, this is a game of you can see what Seattle's becoming or what Seattle can do, and then you look at the Jets and you go, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Ray, what do you think of that game?
Yeah, I mean, my advice to everyone out there is stay away from any game with the Jets right now.
Yeah,
you don't know who's going to show up. It could be the team that everyone thought was going to go to the Super Bowl earlier, before the season started, or it could be the current dumpster fire right now. I mean, Rodgers is talking about leaving, then he's like, maybe I want to stay, maybe I'm leaving. I mean, with the talent that they have, if I'm looking at this on paper, it's the Jets. I mean, I'm taking the Jets. If I'm looking at the way the team has been operating on the field as a team, as a cohesive unit, then I'm not taking the Jets. I'm taking Seattle. So, I mean, this is an even game. It's even. I have it as even. The Jets are at home. If you're going to force me, I'm going to take the Jets in this game, and I'm going to go with the under. Would I put money on this game? Absolutely not. But that's my pick.
I would have so you guys split, but I would have to go with the Seahawks just based because I got to base a game like this that's a pick or one on what I think of the team. And the Jets, it's weird. I see a lot of Jets memes from Jets fans after games, and it always says stuff like, "We know how to lose." Like, we know how to lose. Like, if there's a way to lose, the Jets will figure it out and lose that game. They're just bumbling. And I think Rodgers, look, I don't think Rodgers is a horrible guy. I'm not one of those people who does. But I do think that, like, where he's at now, everything he says, the media reports immediately. So if this guy even half-heartedly says something like, I don't know, I don't feel like throwing today, they'll be like, Rodgers refuses to throw. Like, kind of a little weird, you know what I mean? So it's like with him, it's just like you kind of want him to retire so you don't have to hear about it anymore. You know what I mean? It's not like I dislike him. It's just all the baggage he brings, for Christ's sake. So let me say this. The Jets are losers. The Jets have always been losers. Their fan base accepts being losers. Like, Giants fans are so angry at the ownership, everything, because we're just so sick of being the worst, right? But the Jets, they go about their business like, yeah, we've stunk for years. This is what we do. We stink. That's what we do. And Jets fans, the ones I know, they already feel like the floor is going to be pulled out from underneath them at any point. They're pessimistic. So I'm going with Seattle. Guys, for the 1 o'clocks, we had only one. And that would be the Tennessee Titans getting 6 against Washington. I'll put that up as we shuffle to the 4:00 games. Oh, by the way, the Thanksgiving games, me and Maddie went on really quick and we picked them. First game we both had the Bears, right? Bears are plus like 6 or whatever, 10, something like that. Second game, the NFC East Whisperer. I took the Cowboys. And then was it the Cowboys I picked? I the only one I lost was I think the third game, the Dolphins. I got beat by the Dolphins. I won the Monday night. I mean, Friday night, the other one, KC didn't cover the spread. I had that, so I would have been 3 or 4. The only one I got wrong, Ray, was the fucking Dolphins. All right, let's move 4:00. Let's see. Tampa Bay. That's another man. There's a lot of games I would not pay to see. Tampa Bay goes to Carolina. Tampa Bay is favored by 6.5 currently against Carolina. I'll start with this one just because I'm gonna go off and be a bit of a loon. I don't like the 6.5. I think the 5.5 rule will come into play in this game. I don't think that Carolina wins this game, but I do think that Carolina has been playing in games and acting like they're trying to actively win. I think 6 is too high. I think it's a field goal game at the end. Carolina shocks everybody by hanging in there. I like Carolina plus 6.5. And if I was going to give you my upset prediction, if you wanted one bomber today that might come out, put money on Carolina in this weird game. But that's just what I like. Carolina plus the points. Right.
I agree. I like Carolina in this game. I think Tampa Bay is going to have a giant hangover. You play the Giants, you come back the next week and, you realize that Giants aren't a good football team and you're not as good as you think you are.
Your practice squad's better.
Yeah. I like Carolina today. I like, they're playing better. I think, the youngsters playing better. He looks better as a quarterback. And Chuba Hubbard, quietly, one of the best running backs in the league right now. Yep. Daily fantasy play, get him in your lineups. Good for a touchdown every week. Money in the bank. Probably the most dependable running back right now in the league. I'm crazy to say that, but I like Carolina today at home. I have it at 6. I'll take the 6, and I'll go with the under.
Why don't you get a drink while you're at it?
I'm drinking coffee. It's making it worse.
Yeah, goddamn. What did you put in your coffee? Nails?
Sound like Vito Corleone.
Yeah, I gotta make a pick here. You gotta listen to the pick here.
Hey, if you came to me as a friend.
You came to me as a friend and told me this didn't win. I'd listen. Sean, Carolina, me and Ray both like them plus 6.5. Is a weird pick. I know that's a very opposite of most people thinking. What do you think?
Well, first I want to say that Antonio Anceloni says hello. And then
Vinny Bamuda.
Come closer. I can tell you. We got our next. I don't want to say it out loud, but
oh,
Tennessee and Carolina.
Right now,
of all teams, Tennessee and Carolina. Yeah,
showing your reasoning.
Here's what we got. Carolina. It's actually exactly what you guys have been saying. Chuba Hubbard. He's been doing very well for them. I think Thielen is still back for them 2 weeks in a row. You can't say enough about Thielen. He actually plays really well for Carolina. And I think it's going to be a field goal game. I think it's going to be the under.
There we go. Titans and the Panthers we officially have. Let me just get this done. Bang. So everybody can see it. And we're off. All right, Sean, I want to come right back at you with the Rams go to the Saints. Rams are favored by 3. I say, why is it 3? What am I missing? What's about to happen in today's game that I don't know? So, Sean, Rams on the road, favored by 3, over under of 49. Who do you like?
I think if I was to say one feeling I have today for point spreads, is this one take the over? Because I think this is truly going to be the fastest game of the day. It's going to be played on that fast track. And it's 2.5 because you're going to see New Orleans pull out every trick in the book today. So look for Hill to score a touchdown, probably as a kick returner / tight end / quarterback. on a play. So that should take care of New Orleans, but the Rams on offense just have too much talent, and because of that, out of this scoring spree, Los Angeles takes it. The LAR.
All right, they take it. That was the yay sound effect. That's not the one that I was looking for. I was like, yay! You should have been like yay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. What the hell? They give you one kid. Ray. Sean just gave his reasoning. What are your thoughts on Rams Saints?
I mean, you can't figure out the Rams. Really can't figure out the Rams. You know, one week they look like world beaters. The next week, not so much. Defense up and down. I mean, the talent is back. You know, they have two of the best receivers in the league. Stafford is, by all stretches, a good quarterback. It's a good coach team. So why am I hesitant in this game to take the Rams against the Saints? Because Derek Carr is playing lights out. I mean, he's the most efficient quarterback in the league. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm going to go with the Rams here, but I would stay away from this game. I think the Saints could win this game, but I'm going to take the Rams giving away 2.5. It's less than 3. To me, that means a lot. And I'm going to go with the over. Again, Derek Carr's been playing well. So, but I think it's a shootout. These teams can't stop anybody.
All right. So, I'm so super hesitant on this one because, again, if you ask me, the Rams should beat the Saints by 3. And then I go, well, why is the spread 3? What is missing that I'm not missing? I think it is the inconsistency of the Rams. Like, let me ask you this though: who would play better from behind? Is there a difference? Which team you think plays better from behind if they have to?
I think the Rams, just because Stafford.
Yeah,
I'd say the Rams, but I mean, I don't know. I like what the Saints are doing there. I go Valdez-Scantling is, catching 80-yard bombs every week. Again, like, they just have these guys that you don't know. I mean, their top receivers are all down, but he can throw the deep ball, Derek Carr. That's one thing about him that has never been a problem. Where the Rams are more that West Coast offense, let's facilitate down the field. I don't know. Like, this is a tough game. I could go either way with this, but I'm going with the Rams, but
yeah,
talk me off the ledge.
So here's my thing. So I would like the Rams if they come out, both teams throwing, or there's a quick touchdown and it gets points start to happen fast. Then I like the Rams in that situation. If it gets slowed down though and gets clunky in any way, and the Saints are allowed to stay in the game like that and not have to play from behind and constantly keep up with the Rams, I would like the Saints actually in that small section. If they played it just one quarter even, it would be like I would prefer the Saints. But the Rams are a better team overall, and I think the Rams can get on top of them fast. They should be able to score some points quick on the Saints and make the Saints have to play their game, which I got to go with the Rams, which would officially make it, I guess. Hold on. Did I get to it? Let's see. And it is a... Ray, Mr. Magic wants to know Kyler or JD.
I mean, Kyler, he has been running lately. So I do like that. I don't know. That is a tough one. I probably would go. I'd probably go with JD. Although I think Kyler, this is the type of game where he does run. He does like pull things, out of his posterior.
It's a good problem to have, I think.
It is. It's definitely a good problem to have. I'd probably go with JD, but I think either way, I think you'd be all right. But I'd give the slight edge to JD.
Sean, did you want to say anything different to that?
I like Kyler actually in this game. I'm sorry, Ray. Just because he's been like up and down, and this is his week to be up. Because last week wasn't as good. But he's been actually statistically, if you look at him with his running numbers, if you get good numbers for quarterback rushes, then yeah, definitely take Kyler.
Okay. So even though I like I picked the Cardinals earlier, right? I would tell you this: if what's his face, Kyler Murray, if you think he's going to play well this weekend, you're crazy. This was a holiday weekend double experience points in Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
it's double points. He's been up all night, both nights. He won't be ready for today's game. I totally forgot that it's double experience points on Call of Duty this weekend. So if don't take Kyler. That's what I would tell you as far as that. Because watch, dude. You know what's funny is watch him play today, because by statistics, he literally plays like ass after every Sunday of a double experience points Call of Duty thing. He has a history of it. It's not a joke. Like he literally has. It shows. So he does play like shit again today. Dude, there was an issue where they contacted him and they were like, you shouldn't be streaming this much. You guys remember that, right? The whole team was like, dude, you stream all night long Call of Duty, stuff like that. Like, you should be studying the plays and shit like that. Like, we don't want you playing Call of Duty all night.
They had to put it in his last contract.
Yeah, he pisses up that kid. Well, but all right. Where were we on picks? Here we are. The least, probably the worst team in the NFL and NFL history, as far as an organization is concerned. I think there's a petition to get rid of them. But the Philadelphia Eagles will be going to Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 3. The over-under is 51. Now, I am the NFC East whisperer. And when I look at this game and I look at the way the two teams are playing, I'll tell you this much. You got the Ravens favored by 3. I don't care. The Eagles are running the ball. The Eagles will beat the Ravens in this game outright. And it breaks my heart to say that. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Like, the Eagles right now are playing where Jalen doesn't have to make these decisions that he blows up and makes mistakes. Saquon is making it so it's easier now. And plus, he's helping in the huddle. Dude, when you lose your center, you know what's great to replace him, Ray? A running back that everybody respects. That if he says everybody pay attention, you would pay attention. So, God damn it, I like the Eagles in this game. To win the game outright, right?
I mean, if you're the Giants right now and you're watching Saquon Barkley, who's going to be the MVP, you're talking, he's the league MVP. There's no question right now. I mean, rushing 230 yards every single run.
He broke an Eagles record.
He's just crushing it right now. I love the Eagles in this game. I think this is, for me, a lock. Their defense has quietly been playing better. They finally woke up and playing like they know how. That offensive line is clicking. I mean, it doesn't matter. I really like the Eagles in this game, especially if you're going to give me the points. Yeah, give me the 3. Eagles all day. I'll go with the under, though.
Fuck A. Sean?
If Train A, the Barkley train, leaves Philadelphia at 500 miles per hour, while Train 2 leaves Baltimore with the Henry train for. All right. Yeah, I agree with you guys 100%.
That's so. I don't like that at all. That makes me feel sick inside. The Eagles. Yeah, that one seems like it's just going to be like, when the Eagles start to get going. Like I've seen the Eagles do this before, and Baltimore looks shaky at best right now, in my opinion. As good as they're doing, it looks like they can be beat. It ruined my day just then. Made me all sick. Let's see. Ray, the next game would be. By the way, that's the 4 o'clocks right there. So we have 4 official locks, right? Titans, Panthers, Rams, and Eagles. Well, we didn't pick like the greatest franchises, did we? All right. It's the 8 o'clock game tonight, right? The 49ers are going to Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 6. The over-under is 44. Who do you like in this game?
Yeah, there's not much not to like with Buffalo right now. I mean, Purdy's going to play, but we know he's hurt. They have issues right now. Bose is not playing. He's their best defensive player. It's going to be snowing. I have to take Buffalo in the snow. And they're playing well. I mean, and they're playing lights out. Primetime game, they want to come out and show. It's 6. And again, less than 7 All right, sign me up. I'm going to go with the under because of the snow, but it's hard not to like Buffalo right now. San Francisco is not the same team.
Sean.
I agree. And I'm going to upset the 5.5 gods, and they're not going to take pity on me. But I'm going to go with Buffalo. I think they're just clicking on all cylinders right now. I don't think there's I don't know. I think they're as good as any team. So, yeah, Buffalo wins.
Yeah. So Buffalo's favored by 6. They cover 6 because they haven't even really thrown the ball to Mari Cooper yet. You know what I mean? So he can just light it all up.
They don't have to right now.
I am going with the Buffalo. Hold on a second. Bill. We have 5 Titans, Panthers, Rams, Eagles, and Bills as locks. What am I at next? Tomorrow night, Monday night game. Ray, I'm gonna let you lead the Monday night game while I go take a bathroom break. I'll be 30 seconds, but if I don't go, I'm old. I'll pee in my pants. Ray, Cleveland's going to Denver. Denver's here by 6 on Monday night. Who do you like?
Give me the Broncos at home. I mean, again, it's under 7. They're both sides of the ball playing lights out. Bo Nix, one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, probably on pace for Rookie of the Year. He's overtaken Daniels for that. Making great decisions. I don't think he's thrown a pick in the last 2 or 3 games. Highly efficient. What's not to like? That defense has been, they've been good all year. And I like the Browns. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Browns fan. I love what Winston's doing, but he does like to turn the ball over. We know he's not shy about that. I mean, I like seeing Chubb back to, Chubb form. Played well last week, but if it's under 7, I'm taking Denver at home. Orange Crush. Remember that? I'm old enough to remember that. Give me Denver, given the 6, and I'm going to stick with the under. Sean?
Oh, thank you, sir. Well, let's do this super fast since Mike's. So then we get dead air because Mike. No, we got the 5.5 rule. Cleveland has not let me down, but Denver is a hell of a team. They're going to turn out to be a better team next year. Take a big leap. Denver really, Bo Nix, if you look at him, if you're a fantasy football player, he's up to number 8 overall player ranking, which is just obscene how good he's made that jump when you consider the first 3 weeks, how bad he was. Now, aside from that, their defense looks like it's going to be world beaters next year. So jump on the Denver train for 25-26, ladies and gentlemen. But I am taking the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos.
Ray, you also went with the Broncos, correct?
Correct.
By 6. So here's the thing about Bo Nix, right? Bo Nix is playing like he's still in college playing for something. Like he's out there balling, right? Some quarterbacks kind of shut it down. He's balling. So I think that this one's an easy one because I just think Denver is a much better team than 6. So we're on the line for 6 now, guys. Panthers, Titans, Panthers, Rams, Eagles, Bills, and Broncos.
Woo. Looks like you got Mr. Magic, another Kyler or a JD. Again, I'm going to go with JD only because he's better. He ran for 70 last week. So,
all right. As far as Ray fantasy plays of the day,
yeah, I love Drake May today. I think he's going to continue. I mean, he's been throwing every week, putting up the numbers. So I think he's a great play. We talked about Chuba Hubbard. Some sleepers, deep sleepers. Jeremy McNichols from Washington. Robinson's going to play today, but he's not 100%. And no Austin Eckler. So McNichols is going to get the ball, and I think he could lead that backfield today. Also, Adonai Mitchell from the Colts. When Downs doesn't play, he's a sneaky guy to take here. The last time he didn't play, he had 70 yards. Ladd McConkey, by volume, this is a guy you need to have in your fantasy lineup every week. I mean, he's not, he's a rookie. He's not outstanding, but he's going to get the volume. I also think, I think Butte for the Patriots. I think he's someone every week that's been a target, and he's getting the targets, and I think he's getting some deep balls. So I like him today as well. So yeah, I mean, those are some of the sleepers that I think, not so much sleepers, but some of them are. But Chuba, get Chuba in your lineup. I mean, he's just been money.
So, Sean, any prop bets or anything like that you can speak of that you've come across?
Big one, Austin Hooper. He has been the money man the last couple of weeks on prop bets. If you take him, I think they have him as 3 receptions, 21.5 yards. You'll find him in most places, and he's going to be above that. Last 3 weeks, I think he's been blowing his projections out of the water, and maybe he's been using him as a security blanket. So go with Austin Hooper.
2 things. One, I think that Colts Patriots game could be a game that has at least 4 people over 50 to 60 yards rushing. Like, I could just see that being the kind of game where both quarterbacks have to scramble and then the running back just grind it up down the middle. What else did I want to tell you? I honestly can't remember now what I wanted to tell you, because I forgot it. And I had to do with sports, but I don't recall. Let me tell you something. I got to get this in really quick, though, with the Giants. I got to, because I'm not saying it enough. We've been doing really well with this football show. It's on a couple of different YouTube channels. It's on Rumble. It's on a bunch of different things in Facebook. And we just can never see the messages because we can't get it all hooked up. So we can't see what people are asking us stuff sometimes. But I owe it to them to thank them. Hit the like, subscribe button. If you're watching, we'd appreciate it. We're going to keep doing more sports content. We did the right before the fight. We did right before Thanksgiving games. So when we can shoot and we can, we will. But I got to say this. I have been calling for Bill Belichick to come back to the New York Giants for so long that it's ridiculous. And I really, truly think now is the time. Just, you know what? Look, it already happened in my head. In my head, they're already gone. And the only reason being is this. At the trade deadline, they sat on Ojulari, on Slayton, on all these guys they could have traded, right? Evan Neal. They didn't trade a single piece. Not a single piece was moved during the trade deadline, meaning Mara is so pissed. He was so pissed on Hard Knocks, saying like, oh, if he played for the Eagles, I'd have nightmares. Then he does play for the Eagles, and now look how good he's playing for the Eagles. Mara must want to just destroy them. So, you know, I hate them. They make my weekend sad. So guys, with Christmas coming up, let me ask you this. Let me actually tell you this. There's 2 albums that I think you need for Christmas, period. Christmas music, okay? One is Jimmy Durante. He does Rudolph and Frosty, and his voice is just classic, right? The second is the greatest Christmas album ever made in my book, and that's Johnny Mathis Christmas.
Johnny Mathis.
Oh, yeah. It's the album is the one where he's standing in a red jacket and skis, and it's Johnny Mathis Christmas. His voice is phenomenal. It makes Christmas phenomenal. So I get nothing else to say. I'm gonna wrap it. I'll wrap it early. We have our locks: the Titans, Panthers, Rams, Eagles, Bills, and Broncos. That's a lot. That's 6. How many of those do you think Matt would have screwed up?
Yeah.
Like all of them different, because he was a lot of 3-1s, Matt, last week. We do that to him a lot. He was 3-1 against them. All right, let me do the wrap, guys. I hope you enjoy this December month. I get a feeling like it's going to be a good month. I really do. It's a positive month for me. I like to believe in Santa. I like to center everything around Santa Claus. Everything else people can argue about, but I believe in Santa, and I like that. So for Captain Picard, for Brother Ray, it's me, Mike Liberty King, Mike L. This was Legit Fantasy Football, brought to you by LegitPodcast.com. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next.